my goodness. What is up, everybody? I feel like I have not been on a live stream over here in forever. So, what is up? If you do not know who I am, hi, my name is Naja, aka The Voodoo Child, and this is my live advice segment. Okay, it's basically when you guys send in stories, if you want to have a little kiki, or if you have problems going on in your life and you just want a group opinion. As y'all could see, we got the live chat on the screen. I miss you guys too. Today's stream is going to be about bestie fallouts, friend fallouts, things like that. You guys know that I just got married, and like that's why haven't really been on YouTube like that. But I'm officially back. I'm done with my honeymoon. Like, I just posted my wedding video and everything on my vlog channel if you guys want to go see that. But the only reason why I brought it up is because if you guys have been following me for a while, or if you're new, I'll let you in on it. One of my most watched videos on here is me having a bestie fallout, bestie breakup, like biggest betrayal type thing. And one of my little fears was, emphasis on little fears, was like, damn, am I going to be able to have like that closeness with somebody again, so when I get married I won't be alone? Like, and that was something I used to think about even before my husband even proposed to me. Like, I'm talking about, I used to be in quarantine and I used to be sad because I'm like, damn, like friendship breakups really can give you PTSD the same way as breaking up with a guy or a girl that you're in a relationship, like an intimate relationship with. It could really mess you up, child. And like, I was really nervous that like, you know, I wouldn't be able to trust people again in order to let people back in to be there for me. And oh my God, I just want to be here to tell you guys, it gets so much better. I felt so loved on my wedding day, and like that imposter syndrome just, whew, you know, like, so if anybody is out there watching and you relate to any of the stories that we're about to start talking about or whatever, just know that it does get better. It does get better. Like, when you start working on yourself, like people just start showing up, and it's usually people that you've always known were there. Like, you know, that whole theory where it's like people cross paths, but it's not your time to talk to them yet or whatever. Like, they got their own stuff. I'm just saying, like, I just want you guys to know it does get better, even though we're talking about bestie breakups and stuff. Okay. Like, just saying. I do see all of you guys in the chat that I have not seen in forever. Shout out to Nyala, Talia, Uniquely. Okay, what's up, Kay girl? I see you. Who else do I recognize? Elisa, hey friend. Damn, Elisa says she been messing with me since the Bando tutorial. Like, you've known me since I was a baby. That is crazy. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to give y'all a little preface. Like, even though we're talking about bestie breakups, I don't want y'all to think that I'm still pressed or like wallowing. And I do want to be a testament to anybody out there who does have PTSD from friendships and shit. Like, it does get better. Does the world magically change and there are no more evil trifling hoes in the world? No, that's not realistic, but it does get better when you start trusting yourself and like realizing it's not the end of the world if you and somebody don't mesh, and just really being grateful for the people who do want you in their life. Like, I'm telling you. So today we have 5 different stories. This is a good stream if you've never seen this segment before, because we do have receipts. We have a lot of receipts. We have 11 pages of text messages, and all 11 of them better be relevant, friend, because I literally sat here and downloaded all of them. It better be relevant, okay? And it is called Losing My Best Friend of 6 Years. It is the title story. Then the next one after that is How I Got Scammed by My Roommate, which is wild. In today's economy, that's an ass whooping. I don't care if we're grown. That's an ass whooping. The next one is He is my best friend of 14 years, and I don't know what to do. Male best friends are very interesting. Very, very interesting. The next one is Dog Sitting Escapade from Hell. Not really bestie stuff, but I wanted to throw it in there because I was interested. And then the last one, the title is Am I Overreacting? Birthday and Best Friend Edition. I just want to show y'all something real quick and why I'm about to snap on my good sis here. Why are y'all typing in whites? Who is sitting behind y'all when you're typing this that you're like, I need to type this all in white? And somebody else did this before, and someone in the chat was like, girl, I wouldn't even read that shit. I'm not that petty. I'm going to read it, but I'm just like, hold my hand when I tell you this. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make your font white, and don't make your font Comic Sans, because it like scratches a part of my brain and it gives me the ick. Okay? Like, what the hell? And it's not all white. It's like she started off with like one sentence of black and then the rest is white. I don't know, friends. I don't know. I realized I didn't even size up my receipts to the screen, but I'll do it when I get to it because the first one is a little long. So let's just jump right into it. Make sure you guys like the stream. If you just got up in here, what is up? And yeah, here, let me tighten this a little bit because you're sliding, Bookie Bear. Losing my best friend of 6 years, and this is from a longtime supporter of mine. I don't see them in the chat, but I won't out you unless you want to be seen. Speaking of which, shout out to Offney. Hey, friend. Shout out to Jazzy. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Let's get into it. I just haven't seen y'all in a minute. So, hey, Naja. Hey, friends. I hope you know how much of a fan I have been of your content over the years. Yes, I do. And I appreciate you buying stuff from my store. My store will be back up soon, y'all. Okay. But thank you. I have noticed your support. They said I'm kind of sad right now. Oh, no, friend. Because I had to go back and change the title of this story from Should I Leave My Best Friend to Losing My Best Friend. I recently wrote into you about my mother troubles and an update with me moving to a new city with my child. Congrats. And I got a raise at my job. Okay. I am really flourishing here. I thank God every day. I know that's right. However, my friendship journey has been tough. As we've talked about in Tribe Teas, making friends in adulthood is literally an art. No, it is. There's only 4 weekends in the month. And people got kids. People got doctor's appointments. People got to, errands they got to run that they can't do and they're working. Like, you are not lying. It is definitely an art. I find that you have to find a third space that makes sense for everybody. So the friend that I'm writing about, I actually have written to you about in the past, maybe 4 years ago. Girl, it was about my best friend who faked a pregnancy and her parents posted a punishment video for revenge. That is so embarrassing. That is so like 2016, 2018 coded because like, why are they posting you? Girl, she said her friend faked the pregnancy and her parents posted it on social media. Oh my gosh. See, I need to do better. I need to go and refresh my memory. I'm about to go look in her email because I'm like, what do you mean? So this is the same girl. I'm seeing some of you guys remember who this is. I decided to stick through that embarrassment with her. Okay. Fast forward to about 1.5 years ago, my friend was still healing from that incident and another event that stunted her emotionally, basically her emotional maturity and relationships with men. This is not to judge her. It was just a reality of the situation, sadly. Damn. My friend had a couple other medical diagnoses which played a part in her coping skills. All of that to say, I encourage my friend to stay single and to get to know herself again before her significant others of the past started telling her who she is. She, of course, did not listen to me and got into a relationship with a boy. Throughout all my friend relationships, she always had a habit to really focus on this guy and push me out of a friendship. I expressed multiple times to her about this, and we tried to work on it. However, not a whole lot has changed when she met this specific boyfriend. So just to paraphrase, because it got a little weird there. Whenever her friend gets with a man, they're no longer friends. It's all about this man. But as soon as they are single, they're all about you. I'm not going to hold you. Anybody out there watching, if you have a friend who fakes a pregnancy for attention, that means they want attention. They need external validation by all means necessary, to the point where they don't care about anybody else's feelings. That is a huge red flag. That is a huge red flag. And it's so weird, bro. I used to have a friend that used to do that too, and they were like not even able to, like, I told y'all I had that pathological liar friend. Had like multiple people thinking, like, that shit is crazy. That shit was crazy. But looking back, I just wash it off to, oh, we were all young. But then it gets to a certain point. Now you're an adult faking a pregnancy. Like, now you're an adult being this boy crazy, and it could get dangerous, you know? So, not too long after they got together, they got pregnant. Yikes. Fast forward to now, the baby is 5 months. Okay. I've since then supported the boyfriend, as I actually really like him and his family. That's good. I was about to say, like, hopefully she can find a dude that you like, since you decided to stay around with her after her lying about something pretty serious. But it is what it is. I have a good relationship with the boy's mom, who loves watching my daughter and treats her as her own. Chat, hold on. How y'all feel about that? I gotta take an intermission and talk about that one. Now I am not a parent, so I'm not gonna judge, like, you know, what village you choose and like how you keep stuff together or whatever, so that you can keep providing for your kid. But she just said her best friend's baby daddy's mama be watching her kid. Again, I'm not a mom, but I don't know. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that, Chief. That's a little too, that's a lot of trust. That's a lot of trust. And it could just be coming of a place of projection because of my own personal past. Like, nah. But I guess the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I can already sense that there is a great deal of enmeshment between you two. Because even before, when you're like, she needs to be on this medication, she has these mental illnesses, she has this, that, it's giving caregiver, almost to the point where it's like what she does is a reflection on you. Like, I'm just getting this vibe of whatever you do, we're doing it as a team type of thing. Because now she got a baby, you just had a baby. Like, I don't know. Let me make sure. Is this screen correct? Here, let me make this bigger. Because, yes, we do have text messages, y'all. And we're going to get to those in a second. Okay. So, she be letting that man's mama watch her baby. Although I've gotten close with her boyfriend's mom, somehow me and my friend's relationship started to drift. I noticed this for about over a year. Every time that we have hung out, I have been the one to organize the hangout, and we would have to hassle around her schedule to see each other. She stopped really picking up my calls, and I'd have to text her begging to answer the phone or call twice to get her to pick up. I just feel like an annoyance at this point, and I had to prove that I was actually worth talking to. I kept finding myself putting a lot of effort in trying to connect with her, and I was not getting the same energy back. She would only talk when her and her baby dad were having problems, or she wanted to talk shit. I mean, friend, seems like this is her MO. This is what she does. She uses you as the word of reason, the critic. I guess that's what it's called, the critic. And if you're constantly playing the role of the critic, she's like, oh, well, I can call them when I'm trying to bless somebody out. I want to talk shit. I want to do this. But I can't exactly call them when I'm trying to do something risky. I can't exactly call them when I'm doing something that I know they wouldn't exactly want to do. Like, and a lot of that is, you know, I don't know, bruh. I text her asking her if she had some time and that I needed to talk to her. And she ended up FaceTiming me later that day. And she was around the baby and the baby daddy. I asked if she was busy, and she said she was, but she could talk. I started off basically telling her how I felt unsupported in the friendship, bringing up all these reasons, specifically highlighting us not spending time together. Her response was, well, I barely hang out with anyone. I'm usually on my phone. And honestly, if it's not work, family, or the baby, I really want to be spending time. Who was that? Whose name is that? I guess that's her man's name. I thought it was the baby's name. But basically, she's like, I'm just trying to keep it family oriented. I then replied telling her that this is understandable being a new mom, but that I still felt unsupported in the friendship. Huh? I then offered to transition our friendship to an acquaintance type relationship. Huh? She said I wasn't trying to be shady or to demote her. You have been demoted. Like, girl. Okay, I'm gonna do a little break really quick before we get to the text. I feel like there's something else going on, because I feel like maybe the thing is she wants her people all to herself. I feel like you're kind of overstepping your boundary a little bit, and you might need to branch off and do some more solo things and let her adjust to motherhood, because being a mom, and you know this, you're a mom, it's a very selfless thing. She's never done it before. Like, she needs a little bit of time, right? I'm not saying you didn't do this, but what I usually do with new moms and my friends, just I try to do shit baby related. Like, shit, let me hold it for you while you're in the house. You want to sleep a little bit? I'll walk around with it, whatever. Like, little things like that. Or like, if you don't want to go out and do stuff, like, we could just chill at the house. I can get baby off hand for you for a little bit so you could rest. Like, we could do baby-esque activities. Like, if your main grievance is you just want to be in this girl's face, we could do that. But if your grievance is she's paying more attention to the baby than you, I don't know what to tell you. I was thinking that too, like, do a play date or something. But you say you want like one-on-one with her. Like, when she has to adjust from that little boy crazy girl that was faking pregnancies and shit. Now she's a grown ass woman that's responsible for a child, and she needs to adjust and, get out of that bachelorette period, because that's not her no more, right? And it's really hard to juggle everything without a kid, so I could only imagine, so, but I'm gonna hold out. I'm gonna see where this goes, but as of right now, I feel like your friendship just ran its course. That's how I'm viewing it at this point, that it just ran its course, and what you needed, it was good enough at one point, but you guys aren't little high schoolers anymore. Like, you're grown, and we need actual meaningful relationships, because time is money. Time is precious. But let's see. We don't hang out. We don't talk frequently, and she's not the first person or second that I will call to give good news. Maybe that's how she feels too. Y'all don't be giving each other no good news. The only difference would be me stopping the amount of effort I put into the relationship. And I explained this to her, and she got quiet and basically said she don't know what to say and would talk to me later. So now here comes the text. You should read it. Let's see. So this is from the girl. And not you put her, Abby, as like a tombstone, like she's dead. Oh, girl. This is the friend. My feelings are just really hurt because I feel like I've always supported you. I've always been there for you. And yes, I've not been there the past 5 to 6 months, but it's a lot to have a new baby. And really, if I'm not with my family or working, I just want to be with her. She has 100% of my attention, unless she's asleep or I'm asleep. I see if I missed a call from you, I usually get distracted and forget, which is me not being there for you. And I really am sorry for that, but I have reasons. And I do answer you when I can. Let's see. I feel like because I can't do as much for you now, you think I'm being a bad friend, which I don't even know how to feel about that, other than it hurts my feelings. Maybe we're just at different points in our life. And if you feel like I'm not a good friend, then that's just that, I guess. And I'll respect that decision, because I can't guarantee I'm going to answer every call or do stuff for you like I used to. I really don't think I've been a bad friend at all. I think I haven't been present, and I'm doing the best that I could do. I mean, she says she trying, child. She trying. what is 9, 10? First off, oh yeah, friend. Friend. Oh my God. First, I never said you have not supported me. I said I'm not feeling supported now, and it's been longer than these couple of months. I'm not going to hold you. I don't think you said that. Yeah, you said, I started off and I basically told her how I felt unsupported in our friendship. And T, you did say that, but T, you're not wrong, because you said the basis of your friendship is whenever there's a boy involved, you're no longer a priority. Now there's a man permanently involved. This is the father of her child. So what did you think was going to happen? Again, I'm sorry, friend. I don't think either of y'all are like in the right here. I just feel, or in the wrong. I just feel like you gradually just drifted apart. You're changing. It is what it is. Even if you both have a kid, you guys might have different relationship statuses or like different situations with that. And it's just like not meshing. Or maybe dude don't really like you as much as he be gassing you up and saying that he does. Because I'm sure his mama probably be having beef with her sometimes. Like, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And then have you been dropping your kid off to the mama since y'all haven't been talking? Like, just a little few questions. If you only want to spend time with blank, your family, and work, that is completely fine. I'm guessing that's the baby or the man. But don't make it seem like we are at different points in our lives. I have a child and a boyfriend and 2 jobs. I manage my time differently. And because I still want a friendship with someone, I don't think I should be villainized for it, because I never called you selfish or a bad friend. I know, friend, but you're not really giving her a chance to like bounce back. You're not really, because how long have you had your child and the system going of the 2 jobs and your man, and like how long? That's what I was saying earlier. Like, y'all probably have different systems going on, you know? Like, you're probably gotten used to certain things, whereas she's drowning. Like, if anything, I feel like it would be beneficial, like people were saying in the chat, for y'all to actually just sit with each other and do kid stuff. I never called you selfish or a bad friend. I just told you how I felt. And then, no shade, but like, what are you, and I get it, all relationships are valid, not just romantic relationships, but like support. My friend supporting me would not be that detrimental to me. Like, I have friends who I fuck with in real life, and I don't be crying inside and be all fucking fucked up about the fact that they don't watch every one of my YouTube videos. You know? I don't know. It's just like, if I have a man in the picture and I'm not getting support from that, it's like, what am I doing? What are we doing? I just wouldn't put so much weight on my friend or my best friend to give me the non-pregnant, non-new mom person, that support. You get what I'm saying? Like, if anything, until I catch that you got like a system going on and you caught a flow, I'm not really about to be asking more energy of you, you know? I don't know. Both of y'all, I feel like both of y'all are having a hard time accepting that you are entering your mother era and you're no longer a girly pop. You are a woman now. You're no longer girly pop. You are a woman. Like, you are a mama. Y'all are mamas. Not saying that you can't do stuff for you, but until you, it's like when you work a new job, you can't be not saying that hey, just giving an example. You can't be throwing back Bloody Marys at the office brunch or whatever when you don't even know how to do your job function yet. You don't even know how to clock in. You haven't even gotten a paycheck. You get what I'm saying? Like, she needs to learn how to do her shit first before she starts trying to, you know. And I'm not even a mom, and I know this. It's just because a lot of people around me have kids, and their main complaint is that everybody just drops them because they refuse to adapt their life to that when they themselves don't have kids. And that's fine. But it's like, if you want somebody in your corner around you, you do have to make that compromise, because that is their life now. Like, my homegirl got a kid. I'm not about to have her out at 2 a.m. She don't got no babysitter. Like, that makes no fucking sense. But hey, She said she never called her selfish. And your response was, I treat everyone like that. And you're very dismissive. Again, you can't and don't want to be my friend, which actually is being a friend to someone and taking time to deal with others' feelings. We can be acquaintances where it's less expectations on you. We're just not going to turn this situation of me not understanding your attention drifting when you have a child. I'm so confused, friend. Like, I'm like so confused on like what side you're coming, like where you're coming from with this. And some of your text messages got deleted. So I'm just reading what you gave me. And what is this one? Did I even download that one? Well, I'm going to read it. Is it this one? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to read it. I didn't get to download this one. It says, I never blah, blah, blah. Oh, I did already read this one. The one where she said first, I've never not supported you, the 2 jobs. Okay, so she said, now I will admit towards the end, I believe I let my emotions take hold, but I really did mean everything I said. And I don't know if it was just me, but from my point of view, the way she was responding was making it seem like the problem that I was expecting too much out of her. Girl, like, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that the whole friendship, you were the bad guy or anything. But in this instance, I do feel like you doing a little too much. I do feel like you doing a little too much. Like, and I do agree with the chat. Announcing acquaintanceship does add more tension. Because I don't know about you, my anxious avoidant ass, I'm like, well, shit, fuck you. I'm not talking to you no more anyway. Like, what you mean? I'm going to break up with you first. Like, over here talking about we're acquaintances. Well, we're nothing now, bitch. Now we're nothing. Now. But here, I have a response. Here's the response. Oh my God. You got this lady. Number 1. I don't know why you being rude to me. I was not rude to you. I'm not making you a villain. I was explaining my feelings back. Fair. And you're making it seem like I'm a bad friend. Like I don't give a fuck about you. It's crazy. I did apologize for not being there. I never said I don't want to be your friend. That was your decision. You demoted me. I'm not going to sit up here and beg you to be my friend, period. And you were not around me. I didn't bother you and gave you your time to be with whoever. Oh, that's your baby. That's a cute name. After a while, after she was born, I don't. You know what? I think I just clocked what's going on. I think I just clocked what's going on. There's a certain type of hyper independent person that is so obsessed with control that they need to control their friends' lives. And again, this is not coming from a negative space. I'm just keeping it a buck. And I have some of these traits as well because I'm a hyper independent person. And this is one that I really had to get over, is the feeling of, shit, I could do it. Why can't you? Why can't you get your shit together and do it the way I do it? When in reality is some people need help and not everybody is fucking like you. And somebody could excel in another thing that you're not going to excel in, right? So I'm kind of seeing that here with an added layer of, girl, you're an extension of me. Like, this should be pie to you. This should be easy. Like, you're my bestie. Like, this shouldn't even be a thing for you. Like, are y'all seeing? Okay, no, I'm getting that vibe where it's like, you are a hyper independent person and you just like cannot understand, like, I've had to struggle, I had to grind, I had to figure it out. Why the fuck can't you? Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. See, it seems like the chat is agreeing. You are belittling me even if you didn't mean it that way. I'm telling you that's how it makes me feel, and I don't appreciate it. It feels like you only want to be around me when it's convenient for you, which is also not a good friendship. And yes, I'm not giving you my attention because I cannot right now. Don't say I don't support you and I'm not there for you, because I am. I just can't do everything you want to do. Yes, I apologize and admitted I have not been there. I just think that you demoting me and leaving is crazy. The demotion was wild, friend. Are you a Virgo? Let me know. Oh my gosh. Then you're just gonna leave it at that, and trying to let you make that decision and leave it at that. That's all I was saying in that first message. And it is given like you just in a friendship with yourself in more ways than one. Like, it just like does not matter what this person is saying or anything. Like, this is your friendship, your thing. Like, I did not want to say Not once did you say you still want to be my friend. You said the exact opposite. How am I villainizing you for that? So now let's get into this. She took a little text message break. So we're going to take a little break. You said, you said, chill, I'm a Virgo. I'm just saying because Virgo is like, what is it? It's like Sag and Virgos. Geminis be having little, similar traits with. So I be clocking it sometimes. I'm like, man, that sounds like some controlling Virgo way. Oh my gosh. Now after this, I went ahead and I called her phone because I hate text arguments. Me too. But sometimes you need to do it so that you can read out what the person's saying. But I get it. We called and talked it out. And basically the conclusion was we both agreed we put in more effort to hang out. Now, she said my side of effort needed to be asking her specific dates on when to hang out so we could plan. I would just like to add that I have put in so much effort to hang out with this girl. Every time I'd ask her to hang out, she would tell me she was doing a whole bunch of things that she was doing that day. Obviously, I wouldn't ask any further questions on hanging because she was busy. I add this because I'm really trying to stress the fact that I have been trying hard. Before she had her baby, I was the one with the child texting her, trying to find a day for us to hang. And it's given like this friendship was done a long time ago. And anybody watching, if you have somebody in your life that is faking pregnancies and doing like these mass events for attention, one person's undivided attention is not going to be enough. And I could tell how y'all started off as a friendship because these type of people who love all this attention love people like you. Fixer-uppers, build-a-bob, like they love people like you that will stick around, tell them what to do, what to wear, what to say, where to go. You get what I'm saying? Like, so they don't really have to do certain big decisions. But the problem with that is people do grow up. Like, that bossy kid in the playground? Yeah, it's only so long before, But yeah, it seems like this friendship has ran its course a long time ago. And y'all, we have to realize people pleasing and like trying to make people different and stuff is a form of manipulation. Like, now that is something I personally did have to swallow, is when you over here doing this people pleasing shit, I know you think you're making stuff better, but in reality, you're manipulating reality. You are manipulating the outcome, and you are trying to do stuff that you think is going to make another person feel better. You don't fucking know their thoughts. You don't know, like, you get what I'm saying? So I don't know. She said you could tell, obviously I'm still mad about this, but anywho, we agreed that we would both put in effort, and me and her agreed on hanging out on Saturday. See, shout out to Kaya in the chat. What's up, Kaya? Thank you so much for the donation. You guys do not have to donate, but I appreciate it every time. They said, I cannot believe I'm late. Congrats to you and Daniel on getting married. Thank you so much. And I'm so happy for you too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for the donation. And yeah, marriage life has been very smooth. Very, very smooth. I feel very well rested after the honeymoon too. Like, I get why people do that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So our friend here says they're all going to meet up on a Saturday. Okay. Oh, and shout out to everybody that just got in the chat. We're still on the first story. It's a long one. Make sure you like the stream. What's up, Kaylin? Hey, friend. So they agreed to go out on Saturday. I asked her if she was doing anything that day, and she said no, so we agreed. Here is where the final blast of BS happens. 2 days after we scheduled our hangout and told me that she told me her sister needed to be dropped off at the movies that day, so we would hang out after. I said cool and was completely fine with that. Then I get a call 2 days later and she says, hey, so my sister actually wants me to go to the movies with her. I figured I'd invite you so we could still hang out and it wouldn't be canceling. I'm adding that in previous hangout attempts, she would tell me we would hang out that day and then continue to push the time back and eventually cancel. So here's my advice for anybody that likes to do friend hangouts. What you do is adult hangouts. You find out their work schedule, and then you be real with yourself on whether y'all could really be friends or not. Like, if you really like each other that much to keep it going. Because if your work schedules already don't match, it's not even fucking worth it. because you have to really like that person and want it to work. Because if you don't have a third space that you can both all go to, it's not going to work. And third space include common interests. So if you have a dog, you go to the dog park. You have a baby, you go to the same daycare. You go to the same gym. You go to the same, Zumba class, stuff like that. And then when you make dates, see me, my time boundaries, I don't fucking play. I got a birthday dinner I'm going to this weekend, I think. And we set that shit in stone maybe like 3 weeks ago. Like me telling them like I will be there, please, because I need to know. I do not play with time boundaries. I don't play with other people's time boundaries. I do not be on PC time. Like, no. So if I say let's hang out and we set a time boundary or a time and I'm not hanging out with you again. You got me fucked up. My time is money. Like, my time is valuable. Like, I'm not about to play with you. Child. Naja, why did I get a text on Friday saying, hey, my sis asked if it could just be me and her day tomorrow. We're going to go at 3 and then get dinner so you can come after. Girl, fuck you. Like, for real, like, girl, fuck you. I used to have an associate like this, and that's usually what you like when you be in the friend courting period, when you realize like, oh, okay, yeah, this isn't gonna work. And somebody said the in-laws don't understand time boundaries. Yeah, that is like a huge trigger for me. When people like, I will have an anxiety attack. Like, it's a very huge trigger for me. Like, if planes are not on time, like if certain things is just not where it needs to be, I be tripping. So my rule of thumb is when I hang out with people, I pick a weekend day, or one weekday or one weekend day that they're off. And then I try to meet up with them at like noon or 1 p.m. So then when we're done hanging out, like, bitch, we're not 16, 17 no more. I have my own house. I have my own car. Like, I'm going to drive home after I hang out with you, and then I'm going to go do something else with my day. I feel like a lot of the problem is when people are making that transition from teen friendships to adult friendships, or like college friendships to post-grad adult friendships, is when we were teens and shit, we was hanging out all day. We got out of school. We're hanging out from school is out to the fucking sun going down, bitch. Like, that's not realistic anymore. We only have time is money. We only have so many hours in the day. So I can't have my whole day be a bestie day. No, I'm going to hang out with, Bianca. And then maybe at like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. after I've had a midday nap, I might go hang out with somebody else, or I might go grocery shopping. I might run an errand, like, I feel like that's another stressor, is when people put it all on the right. I be feeling like church, like it's just dragging on. Like, it makes no sense. Why are we still in front of each other doing this? Like, time boundaries. And I'll be the first one to check, please. Oh, girl, what you getting into after this? Like, girl, no, like, I'm not playing with you. Like, I am not your man, okay? I'm not, no. If it's not pre-planned, no. I be feeling like I'm held hostage. Like, do not make me feel like that. I will not hang out with you again. Like, don't do it. Like, we are grown, bro. And I don't even have any kids, and that's how I get down. So it's like, and then some people I know, like, just time shit just doesn't work. Like, some people are co-parenting and they do only have their children on the weekend. And I can't see you on the weekend because that's your time with Lil Bobby and Lil Jane. So it's like, you just have to really, if the schedules don't match, it's no beef. It's just sometimes it just won't work. Like, there's no beef. You can still fuck with a person. It's just not gonna work. Okay. And right, gas prices high as fuck. Okay. So when I read that she canceled on me, I felt crazy because I couldn't understand if I was being unreasonable or being upset. No, because she should have instilled her boundary with her sister. That's not her child. That is her damn sister. That's her mama child. Her mama should be driving that baby to fucking the movies, or her man, like, because he's daddy now. So what's going on here? That was weird that she just kept doubling it down. And it just lets me know that she was thinking about it all week. Like, damn, I really don't want to deal with you for real. What pissed me off even more was the fact she couldn't have even called me. I didn't even get the opportunity to see her sincere self. And actions speak so much louder than words to me. I don't know, but if me and my friend had a convo about the state of our friendship, I would have at least called if I was going to push her back. Did she know that that was supposed to be like the time that y'all were supposed to have that convo? Because if that was supposed to be like the time where we talk about our friendship, I would have been like, hey, we can't talk in the movies. What the fuck? Like, what are we doing? I already talked to her about this, so I was just really drained, and I sent her an ending text message. After I sent it, I talked to my boyfriend about the situation, and he said I should still try to hang out because I live 30 minutes away. I was at his house, which is in the same town as my friend. My boyfriend said a good compromise would be to just have her come over since she added a whole bunch of events to our day. He sent her a text as well. Oh my God, no. Why you got your man texting her? This is intense. This is why therapy is important, so we can unlearn the things that our parents used to do. Because this is just giving people pleaser all day. Like, it's like y'all are her parents. She did not ask for y'all to be her parents. Like, why are y'all are supposed to be her friends, and you and your man over here, oh, I'll text her, I'm gonna get her together. Let me find out. Y'all was being grown together. Because why would he even do that? Let me get into these texts. What the hell? Friends. This is too much. This is a lot. This is definitely enmeshment for sure. This is one of them relationships where they be making that joke where it's like every girl has like that big borderline fucking homoerotic breakup because it's like, bitch, you're not supporting me, bitch. You're not doing it. Hey, Blake asked, this is the sister, if it could just be me and her day tomorrow. We're going to go at 3, then go get dinner so you can come over after. Ciao, bye. I'm not trying to argue, so I'll just say it. Honestly, I don't want to hang out anymore. I'd hope you know the reason why. As we just talked about this, it just really speaks volumes that you couldn't at least give me a phone call so I could hear the maybe a little empathy you'd have on putting me on the back burner again. I hope you have... What was you about to say? I hope you have a good life. Oh, I hope you have fun tomorrow. Okay. Oh my girl, no, not you gave your man your phone. Friend. You just gave this man your phone. Girl, on the outside, you know what this looks like? This looks like you trying to bully this lady, bro. Like, why you got your man texting her phone that he do not pay for? I'm telling you right now, if one of my homegirls' men texts me like this, I would respond with a fucking laughing emoji and block him. Like, Nikki, your dick don't got no power over here. Do not text my phone. Like, I'm sorry. That just triggered the fuck out of me. Why did you make him do that? Oh my God. What? Yeah, there's no coming back from this. Y'all cannot be friends no more. Again, I'm not saying that anybody is more evil or, than the other. Y'all do not need to be friends no more. It's very obvious who cared more about who in the relationship and shit and the friendship. But this is intense. This is too much. Like, this is way too much. This is my man. I know you ain't treating my baby like she's an add-on. Sir, she chose her sister. Like, that's her sister. That was her sister. She didn't go and meet another bitch at the bar. That was her sister. Oh my God. If y'all make plans to hang out, then hang out. But if you gonna hang with your sister, that's fine. Just come over when you're done with your sister. And there should be no reason you can... Friend, this is wild. I just could not imagine getting this text. Just come over. I don't feel safe coming over. Come over when you're done with your sister. There should be no reason you can't make it to our apartment. So can we expect to see you and your man, or will you not be able to make it? I would have been like, sir, your girl just broke up with me. I'm not coming over. Oh my God. This is wild. 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 And I feel bad because like anything that your friend has done before this, you like canceled it out. Because now whenever somebody asks her why y'all fell out, she's going to look like the not crazy person when it's like, damn. Oh my God. I didn't call because I was sitting with my man because we just got back from the doctor. It's the baby's B-day. Oh no, that's the sister's. It's her birthday present tomorrow going to the movies. So I'm going to respect her request. And no, I cannot bring my man and I over. Oh, okay, that's the baby. Okay, so the boyfriend was like, you bring the baby over here and y'all can have a little play date. See, that's the sad part is that y'all are just now having this motherfucking epiphany of doing play dates and it's already far gone. You should have been doing play dates in the beginning. Honestly, not even play dates, like just helping her out with the baby, period. Maybe not with your baby. Maybe bring your baby to a babysitter because obviously one baby is too overwhelming for her. So I don't know, bro. It's crazy. My mom will watch her. I can be there. If not, then you guys can come over or whoever can. I don't know who these people are. I was at the ER with the baby all last night and took her to the doctor. She got a virus. I can show y'all the paperwork and emails if she doesn't believe me. That is sad, bro. This girl literally about to show y'all doctor paperwork because y'all tripping on her. But I will say, someone said in the chat, it doesn't make sense that you would make plans on your sister's birthday. Like you, like all the way in the back then when she was like, hey, are you doing anything Saturday? That's when you should have been like, oh, it's my sister's birthday. I can't. Like what? And then is it really her sister's birthday? Because you being the BFF, wouldn't you know like when her sister's birthday is? You said, I can't reschedule her birthday because she will be gone all next weekend. You could have texted me or just called me and asked why. And I moved the movie up so that we could go for lunch and be back in time instead of 5 to 6 because I knew something would be over by 7. I'm not arguing with you and I'm really done talking about it in general. I love you, but I can't put you above my family right now. And I wouldn't expect you to do the same for me. And that is all the text messages, y'all. Wowzers. That was a lot. This convo was a mouthful. No, it really was. Her reasoning is that her sister chose the movie as her birthday gift and couldn't do it next week because she was going somewhere. Mind you, she lives on a land with a house that her family owns and her mom is literally less than 400 feet from her. She sees that girl every day. Like, am I crazy? I did go back and find out that the sister's birthday was next week, and that did bring clarification on why it had to be that weekend. Call me petty, but she could have done it another day. I mean, I just feel like she always knew when her sister's birthday was, period. I mean, both of y'all was tripping, bro. I'm sorry. Both of y'all, a little bit more you than her, but both of y'all was tripping. She also said stuff about her daughter being sick. I can't lie, though. If my daughter was sick, I'm supposed to hang with my friend. That's even more a reason to call and explain. I wasn't hearing none of that. I'm sorry. I was pissed. Am I crazy? Am I in the wrong? She mentioned in her text she couldn't put me above her family, and that really got to me because that's not what I was asking at all. I just wanted her to act like she was my friend and be a friend to me like I am to her. T, it sounds like you want her to treat you like family. I feel like that statement stung because you want her to treat you like family. And I feel like when you are best friends, you pretty much are family. Like, but I feel like there was a lot of boundaries being crossed that maybe you saw as endearing that she saw as threatening. Because you got to understand where her origins are. She's boy crazy, all that shit, faking pregnancies. Why do you get a better relationship with my mother-in-law than me? Why is your man hitting me up or summoning my man like we are your, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's why that shit hurt your feelings. Cause you're like, bitch, how am I not family? Like, that's what I think may be the source of the crossness. But hey, I could be wrong. They're your feelings. I wasn't asking her to do that. I just wanted her to be my friend. I have a full-time job and I go to school and I have a 2-year-old. I also have a boyfriend who wants my attention as well. I'm not needy. I don't need someone up my ass because I genuinely have a lot of shit to do. I just wanted to have a friend that I could talk to and spend time with occasionally. After all these years, we just have less and less in common besides familiarity. It does hurt though. She went through my toxic situations with my mom and really everything. It just seems like she doesn't actually want to be my friend and she just wanted the option of having me around. Am I the a-hole? You can be honest, tribe. All the tribe can be. I've already let this friendship go because I do feel like I was holding on to dear life. And I love you so much, tribe, and Naja. Love you too, friend. What does that saying go? You be the hero so long to see yourself become the villain. That's pretty much what happened. I could tell you've been playing Captain Save-A-Ho to this girl her whole fucking life. She's been looking for, you remember Princess Tiana, her little homegirl? I know people like to romanticize that friendship, but realistically, Princess Tiana's little white homegirl in the movie was a pick-me, and like their whole fucking time, she's her fucking, like, once the pick-me gets picked, it's kind of like you're obsolete now. Now you're obsolete. And I just feel like this friendship ran its course, but you did a little too much at the end, even involving your man. Like, I'm telling you, bruh, I know for a fact you were in a group chat somewhere. I know for a fact they screenshotted that and put you in a group chat somewhere and were kikiing, because what the hell? I don't know how I would have reacted if somebody's man texts my phone like, sir, exit left. But yeah, were you the a-hole? I truly, genuinely feel like this is one of those you stay long enough to see yourself become the villain, Spider-Man type shit. I'm glad you gave it up. I agree with the chat. Friends are definitely like seasons. They come and go. And I even told you earlier, sometimes it'll be people from your past that you didn't even communicate with. And they're just like, oh shit, I didn't even know that you were there. Like, because I was so wrapped up in my present shit, But yeah, you cannot own people and you cannot control people. And what works for you will not work for others. I don't want this to come off harsh, but I guess I'll just be blunt when I say this. Maybe try to befriend people on your level and up so that you have something to look forward to. You're not constantly fixing shit. You're not constantly having, and then because when you do that, your third spaces will be more positive, and then you will end up bettering yourself. And like, you get what I'm saying? The only reason why I said that's kind of problematic is because what about that person that is right below you that has that same thought process of like, let me befriend up, and then you're like, no, little bitch. But that's not true, because if you have that work ethic and you just haven't been given the fucking platform, now we're here, right? It's time in a season. Because just because that's how you handle shit does not mean that's how other people are going to handle it. And sometimes being in like-minded shit does help. But let us know in the comments. That one was a long one. I wanted to get the long one out of here first. And let them give them some advice in the comments. What do you think somebody in their situation should or should not do, other than the obvious? Don't be giving your man your damn phone to talk to the girly pops, okay? Don't do that. But yeah, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all would do in that situation, because just once you get the dudes involved, and I know you seeing, I'm so glad you're here. What's up, friend? It's just, even though we know, and somebody made a very good example about this. Even though we know we have good men, or like we have good men in our family, like this man would never do, like he is a good man or whatever. We know them. Like, so I'm gonna just keep it blunt. Men are scary, girl. Like, you can't be giving your man the phone and doing that, because I'm over here thinking like, am I about to get jumped? Like, so like, even though we know they would never do that, it does get scary, it does get scary. But yeah, bro, I'm glad that you're out of that friendship. It does seem like it's been one-sided for a very long time, and I feel like the only way you would have won in that friendship is if you had a penis and you were a man. Like, I don't think that this was gonna end up any other way. at all. And God, I hope she's a boy mom. Oh my God. Bless. But thank you for sending in your story, friend. I hope you and the little family are doing good. And I hope you meet some new people that are more like-minded and y'all have, similar ways that y'all go about things. It'll cause you a little bit less stress of like the constant like, damn, why can't you get your shit together? I've had to bust my ass. Like, come on now. It'll be like a common interest. Let's just say that. I don't want to say a common struggle, but you get what I'm saying. But all right, I'm going to, the man versus the bear. I choose the bear. This one is short, and this one is called He Is My Best Friend of 14 Years, and I Don't Know What to Do. Girl, I'm going to tell you right off rip. I see your picture. You are so pretty. You look like a bohemian version of that girl Stormy that's going viral right now for going through, like, she got, like, mental problems. She over here talking about Ice Spice, but she's a pretty girl. She's just going through shit. You look just like her, but, like, a more, like, nature. Like, you look very pretty. You look very pretty. Let's get into it. So, hey, Naja girl. Hey, friends. This is my first time writing in, and I found your channel from your reaction video to your old story times back in like 2018, 2019. Damn. Well, thank you for still being here. I am Nigerian. Shout out to all my Nigerians and my South African people in the chat. She says she lives in South Africa. I am 23, a Virgo sun, Gemini moon, and Aquarius rising. Okay, shout out to all my Virgos, Gems, and Aquarius. So the friend this story time is about is 25 and a Scorpio. Shout out to my Scorpios. So we'll call this man Bestie. Bestie and I met in the 5th grade, not long before my family and I moved to a different town. So strike one, we already got sandbox starting of the friendship. That's how you know it's probably running its course. We connected a few years later through social media and have been close friends and there for each other ever since. Our friendship has been almost entirely long distance. However, we met up a few times in the past and hung out for a couple of hours. We consider each other best friends since childhood. I just want y'all to know, any of y'all that share that story, when that friend is around their other friends, they don't talk about you. I'm just letting you know. I can count on my hand how many times this happened, but I've had quote unquote best friends, and then randomly one summer they're like, oh yeah, by the way, this is my best friend from like 4 towns over. And it's like, damn, you ain't never talk about that. You ain't never talk about them. So just know y'all are not being loved. And I'm sure my old sandbox best friends was walking around telling everybody about me. And I'm like, girl, I did not talk to you no more. What are you talking about? I used to have 2 little best friends in preschool. And I remember I went back up north and I was in the same neighborhood and somebody asked me about them. They're like, yeah, do you remember them? I'm like, yeah, girl, I do, but I have not kept in touch with them. They're like, last time I saw her, she saw you. She mentioned you and was like, you were her best friend. I'm like, oh my God. Yep. They keep y'all separate on purpose for sure. For sure. But see me, I'm not a fake ass bitch. I may have had a different friend group, but I was not a bestie slut. Maybe I wish I was though. I wish I did make more people my best friend, but I've had maybe like 2 friendships where somebody called me a best friend and I realized that they called everybody that and it just made me not feel special. It gave me the ick. So then I just became very guarded with the title. Like, you're not my best friend. I've even had people like talk to me and say like, well, it's because I'm your best friend, and I will correct the fuck out of them. No, you're not. No, you're not, bitch. There has to be like a proposal, a best friend proposal. As an adult, if I were to ever get a best friend, because I have a best friend, I married my best friend, right? But if a woman relationship or a gay guy relationship, whatever, I don't fucking know, ever got to that point, I'm giving you a bestie proposal because like I'm just not one of those people that throws that around. I will know you for 10 years. You're not my best friend. If I can't get on the couch and watch anime with you, you're not my best friend. Okay? One of the people that said that was like, oh my God, hey best friend. I'm like, girl, you think anime weird. You're not my best friend. I was like, you're not my best friend, girl. Like, you can stand through 1 episode of Bleach. I don't want to hear it. Anyway. Yes, best friend proposals. Normalize it. So this story I'm about to tell you just happened this weekend. Damn. Bestie and I made plans for me to come to his city for us to spend the weekend together. And remember, they're in their mid-20s now. They're grown. We also planned on doing teriyaki mushrooms. Okay. And it was his first time, and he really wanted to see what it was about, so I offered to do it with him. Neither of us drive, so I take a 5-hour bus to his city. We meet up, and everything is great. Fast forward to 3 hours into the trip, and he starts acting unusual. I understand it's his first time he's ever tried them, so in the moment, while I'm still typing this, I want to give him some grace, but I'm conflicted about some of the things he said and did and would like a second opinion. I'm scared. The first 3 hours go all well. It's just patterns, giggles, and he starts saying, I know you, who are you, in the context, in the conversations we're having. How much did y'all take? Because them shit shouldn't be that heavy like that. It was said in a joking way, but then he just kept repeating it like, who are you? 15 minutes goes by and he blurts that he says he basically is, let's just say he's feeling in the mood. I thought this was a gay bestie. And I'm tripping too, so I'm taking it back. But I'm just figuring he was saying whatever came to mind on some like high shit. This turns into him trying to kiss me. He's insistent to the point where I'm like trying to get him to take a nap and like calm down. For as long as I've known Bestie, he has been kind and respectful. So for him to hear him saying, I'm not even going to repeat it because that's a little triggering. Let's just say he was talking to her like a nigga at the gas station. This is crazy. This was shocking to me. At this point, I was so sobered up and I'm crying in the living room. Oh my God, because he was actually scaring me. I would have been scared too. Like, what do you mean? Like, he's acting like he about to take some shit. Like, this is scary. A few hours later, he sobers up and apologizes and tells me how embarrassed he is. And we end up spending the rest of the weekend together. Girl. Partially because I couldn't move my ticket date and we actually had a good rest of the time. But now I'm back in my own city and I feel conflicted. He claims he was hallucinating and felt like he was in a dream and that I look like a different person. And I know psychedelics can be crazy, but some of the comments he was making that like it felt like they were directed at me. And it makes me question how he sees me and this friendship. Am I being hard on him? I'm still a bit shaken up and would like to hear a different perspective. You are not being hard on him. Y'all need to have a talk because he can't think that that's okay. And he's lying. Definitely lying. Talking about like when I tell you there's levels to psychedelics and like mushrooms are not that intense. Like he would have had to have taken a lot. Like, no, he's been thinking about that. And I told y'all this tends to happen when you're in your mid to late 20s. And I'm not saying this should be justified or normal, but a lot of people like to spin the fucking block. They like to be like, oh, damn, when I knew you, I wasn't experienced, but now I'm experienced. I want to show you, you get what I'm saying? But this is so rapey. This is so not okay. No, I don't think he gay. I really don't. No, what he just said, I don't even feel comfortable repeating that. Like, he sounds like he wanted to take some shit. He sounds like he has been with women before. Like, he sounds like he is very much aware of what's going on. You don't say stuff like that it's the same level as like, you know, when people be on the laughing gas and they start saying stuff. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, that's the type of, it's like a truth serum for real. It's not oh, I thought you were someone else. Nah. I would definitely talk to him and let him know that made you uncomfortable. That was too much. She's known him since he was 5. So I really feel like he just wanted to spin the block. I don't think that this whole time he's known you, he's been attracted to you in that way. I feel like he was probably thinking about it as you leading up and was like, damn, she is kind of fine now. You know, I don't know. We're here the whole weekend. But how he went about it was very, very rapey, very SAE, very uncomfortable. And I don't blame you for doing the skedaddle because, I don't know. Definitely talk to him because the fact that y'all spent more time together and it was a good time, he probably don't think anything he did was wrong. And he's probably just, oh, I was fucked up. Nah, that's not cool. You can't do shit like that. That was weird. Like, someone in the chat said, he sounds like one of them guys that just stay friends with you that whole time and just hopes of, nah, for real, for all you know, you're the girlfriend that goes to another school he be telling people about and shit. Like, you never know. Right? You never know. They're so crazy, right? Nasty work. But just know you were not in the wrong with how you handled that. You're not in the wrong for crying, like separating yourself. Like, he definitely Jacqueline Hyded you. Like, that's crazy. That's not normal. And I would talk to him about it and let him know, like, yeah, that wasn't cool. And we need to talk about, like, how are you feeling? Like, what's going on? Mess. Let them know in the comments if you've ever been in a situation like that and, like, what you should do. Should she even continue this friendship? Like, honestly, because once I know you see me in that way, I don't see how we could be friends, because it's just lust and just weird. Like, how could I even tell you anything? I don't know. Elisa said trigger warning, but if she would have been under the influence, like if this was new to her and not new to him, it probably would have went where. And I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've seen people get angry or like cry or something when they're under the influence. I don't see anybody full blown just, nah. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all. This next one is how I got scammed by my roommates. Make sure you guys like the chat, okay? I'm going to try to be on here for maybe like 30 more minutes. This story isn't that long, so I'll probably be able to squeeze in another one too. How I got scammed by my roommate. That is another trust violation, because it's like, I live with you. I see you every day. What are we doing? So, hey, Naja. Hey, friends. I have sent in tribe teas before. I was the one who wrote in the story about their mom being Tokyo Tony. To talk about it now, my mom's doing a lot better, but she still be posting online like a freaking maniac. I think she just doesn't mention it much to me, as she knows that I'm going to judge her. But my sister told me that she's been tweeting about Drake and Amanda Bynes. Like, y'all, I remember this story too. Like, oh, shout out to Tantrums. What's up, friend? What's up? Anyway, I wanted to email this story that happened 2 years ago about how I was scammed out of almost $1,000 from my former roommate. That is a felony, Bookie Boo. I want this to be a lesson to the tribe to watch who you room with, and at least one person is going to be dead weight for rent and will lie to you constantly. Oh my God. I moved out in 2021 during the pandemic, and I was really just a dumb 21-year-old wanting to drink and have fun with people in the city, period. But I did not realize how boring it was. I was going to move in with a friend of mine and ended up meeting this girl at a bar looking for roommates. Red flag. Red flag. I'm going to call her Luann for this story, as she always did country stuff. Anyways, my friend ended up backing out when I signed the lease, and since she was my friend who I was supposed to live with backed out of signing the lease because she was admitted to a mental hospital. Okay, so I need to find a new person for the lease before moving in, and that's where I met the girl in the story. For this story, I'm going to call her Courtney, and that's her name. That's a name for people I don't like. Okay, I was about to say, damn. Courtney and I modeled for a runway show together. Okay, model tings. We love a model tribe member. For some context on this story, I was questioning my gender identity at that time. I'm a MTF, male to female trans person. And she told me that they didn't say that they're trans. They're just saying like they were biologically male and they were questioning if they wanted to transition to female. And she told me that she was NB. So this is going to matter later on. But right when we moved in, she started to complain about possible bed bugs from Luann's. It was scary, but there was no bed bugs. The other sus thing I remember was her claiming she was severely allergic to cats. We had a stray outside, which came up to her with no consequences. Other than that, it was honestly peaceful for the first few months. I had 2 jobs. She had 3 jobs. And Luann would just constantly go out and get drunk. Luann needs to get dropped. And y'all should have known this when you picked this bitch up from the bar. She was trying to find fellow alcoholics to live with so that nobody can clock her on her alcoholism. A few months down the line, I come home from work one day to see something on the floor. See something on the door, excuse me. I was having some issues with Luann at this point, as she always had people over, and it sometimes would keep me up at night. Courtney, however, was pretty quiet. So it was weird as hell when I saw this thing on the door was an eviction notice. I was like, hold up, I paid my rent these past few months, even making sure to do it in advance. I looked at the paper and saw that Courtney owed over $1,200 to the landlord. And I was pissed because Courtney was working all the time and hanging out with her new girlfriend a lot. Courtney had trouble paying internet in the past, but blamed it on Spectrum. No. Courtney said that she would pay us back. And looking back at it, I definitely should have had a legal document to have that promise on paper. No, you really should. It became a couple months and Courtney started talking about moving out of state and how she was going to get her life together. Baby, you need to pay that $1,200. I wasn't too mad at that, but at this point, I had some suspicion that she's going to be walking out without paying us back. And I've learned to trust that gut feeling, and we started to look for another roommate. So here comes Courtney, bringing a nearly 30-year-old with medical issues to live with us. And remember, these are 20-something, like these are freshly 21, 20 models. Like, we're going to call this 30-year-old woman Jade. I don't have any issues with her age or anything, but we are both very young, and the lady wasn't very responsive to any of our messages about rent or anything like that. She moved out in April, and Luann and I ended up having the apartment to ourselves. So AKA you, because Luann's an alcoholic. So we started to get suspicious when our landlord mentions not getting money again. And Jade had sent Courtney her share of the rent already. So why are y'all still using Courtney as the middleman? So to not break the lease, Jade was sending Courtney money. This is some New York bullshit. Like, this is crazy. I would rather not live in Omaha. Fuck it. No, I wouldn't. What is it? Idaho. There you go. She ended up, so I asked Courtney what's going on. Tell me why this girl photoshopped a pay stub. And it was very obviously photoshopped. Finally, one day, she just randomly texted me saying, I hope you know we're not friends. Bitch, I hope you know. I hate you. Like, why are you doing this to me? Oh my God. She told me to watch my back. Oh, bitch. See, remember how earlier I was like, we're not too grown to fight? This specific situation, you're getting a police report, baby. You said you're going to do what? Oh, okay. You said you're about to move. No, you're going to stay in the state for a little longer and handle this. Because, bitch, what you mean I need to watch my back? Wow. I was sad. Not from the threat, but the fact that she did all of this stuff. I texted the landlord's daughter because she was Luann's friend, and she said her dad had not heard a single thing about a new tenant moving in, so they all thought that Courtney was still there. I went off on Luann, telling her she's a pushover and need to have a reality check of some of the people she's hanging out with. The next day, Luann told me that someone tried to break in with a landlord realtor lock. Oh, yeah, this is the slums. This is the slums. I had it. I never knew who it was, but to this day, I'm almost positive that it was Courtney who tried to break in. That's random. I ended up moving out the next day as I was afraid that she was going to come in there and try to, I'm telling you, she would have been having to take all of those fucking trips to the courthouse, all that stuff, because what you're not about to do is have me living in fear. She then made an effort, Courtney, to post about how I was lying about her, telling everybody her mom had cancer. What the fuck? And how dare I do this to an NB person struggling with money? Oh, the identities has come out. I was pissed. At this point, I was spending my own money on hormone replacement therapy, looking to get laser hair removal. I'm over here broke, trying to pay my own rent, cover for others, but nobody in the friend group ended up having my back. So I just distanced myself from them. Maybe I was being an asshole. No, you were not. But how could I trust somebody when they lied to someone the entire time living with them? I mean, I wouldn't be able to live with somebody that's lying about paying the fucking rent, period. That's the one. I could deal with you lying about being allergic to peanut butter, but bitch, you better not lie about where the rent's money is going. That's really it. I don't have much else to say other than I hope the bitch ends up getting beat up and down the street in the new state that she's living in. Honestly, I feel like she knew that you were not going to get physical with her, so that's why she made that threat. Because it's like, you love throwing around all these identity politics. I already know her kind. I already know her, the permanent victim who's never gotten punched in the face, who's always threatening people. Okay. I'm back at home. I'm getting my money up. I know that's right. And I've been transitioning peacefully, and I'm glad to hear that. I have maybe one friend from that group, and she got out of it as well. Thank you for reading this story. I love your channel. Thank you. And I hope your wedding is beautiful and the planning wasn't stressful. I am glad it is over, and thank you so, so much. So this does sound like just some classic roommate BS, because who doesn't pay the rent? And I don't know, if I can give any advice to anybody and you have to be in a roommate situation, all go and pay the rent together. And even if it's not the first, of the month, if you guys don't all have off work the first of the month, I'm going to need you guys to figure out, remember that time boundary I spoke about that adults have to do? We have to figure out, okay, let's look at our work schedules. When are we all off? All of you need to go together and drop that check off. And I'm going to need you guys to get a pay stub, take a picture of the pay stub with the date that you paid it. It doesn't have to be the 1st. It could be the 31st, the 30th, the 28th, 29th, whatever. Just make your landlord aware. Get the stub. That way you will never have to know if my rent's being paid. I don't care if there's 7 of y'all in that bitch. I'm going to need y'all, all 7 of y'all, to be in the apartment one day, call the landlord up, and then hand him, make sure y'all thumb through it. Boom. Because playing with a living arrangement is very crazy, especially when somebody's drunk on the couch. That would piss me the fuck off. That really would. That would piss me off. But if any of you guys have been in a similar situation, let me know, because I do agree with them. Please get legal documentation of somebody promising to pay a certain amount. You can take them to court. Over here talking about she gonna beat your ass. I would have screenshotted that, brought it to the judge. Be like, look, judge, and she said she's gonna beat my ass, so now I need an order of protection. So now what? And now whenever you do try to get an apartment, they're gonna see that you're a habitual ass beater, and they're not gonna give it to you. Bro, I'm telling you, fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. But let's get into this last story, y'all, and then I'm gonna leave y'all for the day. Okay, I know there's a lot of you guys in here. What is up? Make sure you guys hit the like button. Okay, hit the like button. Let's get into this last story. So, dog sitting escapade from hell. Have I? I think I have dog sat, but they've always been old. I don't know. Anyway, hey Naja, hey tribe, hey friend. Today I am writing in about a dumb situation my boyfriend got me to agree to. We started dating 3 years ago, and at the time, he was taking care of his brother's dog. We're going to name her Bones. What kind of dog is Bones? You got a picture of Bones? What is that, a chocolate lab or something? Okay, Bones. Bones is cute. The brother was stationed in Hawaii and was saving up money to fly out Bones, okay? Bones is a sweet dog. She has had a past of being aggressive when anxious and has a fear of older children. When she was little, when she was little, kids threw rocks at her while she was tied up outside. That's so fucking horrible, bro. I'm not trying to fight violence with violence, but my first instinct in my head was, damn, them kids need a whooping. Why would you do that, bro? It's a dog, and he's tied up. Can't even do anything. In December, my boyfriend mentioned that his brother was going to be coming back home, and he needed someone to have temporary custody of the dog until he buys a house. Anyone who he could stay with doesn't want to do it, or they can't have a dog at their house. But I immediately told him, hell no. I love Bones, but we do have a 6-year-old, and that is about the age limit that he, said that scares the dog. Talking about me too, Bones. I'm scared of older kids too, Bones. Oh my gosh. I love Bones. We got a 6-year-old and a 1.5-year-old, and I was worried about the dog not being safe to have around the kids or our 2 cats. On top of that, I work 3 days a week, and my boyfriend works 5 to 6 days a week. Damn. So the responsibility of Bones would fall on me. He basically got all sad and started acting like a baby back bitch. Oh my God. Girl, that is your man. Don't be talking about him like that. Oh my God. He was pouting all day because I said no. That shit was so unattractive and made me side-eye him hard. Oh my God. Don't you say you got your baby daddy gave you the ick. He was basically telling me that Bones is family, and I never really loved her if I don't care if she gets put in a temporary kennel. He said the whole reason we met is because I was staying at your friend's house and I couldn't live anywhere else while I had Bones. She was with me when I lost my house, and I told her I would never give up on her. Then isn't that your brother's dog? Like, what is going on? Wow. The drama. She said he made her feel bad, and she said, fine, but if he hurts one of my kids, I'm fucking you up. Turns out this man was already storing meat in the freezer for the dog before I even said yes. And I kind of resented him for just assuming he was just going to bring her here anyway and get his way. Yeah, that would have pissed me off too. Fast forward to the beginning of March 2024. And his brother randomly texted him that the dog would be flying out at the end of the week and that he would be home in the middle of the month. My boyfriend had to drive 2 hours to get the dog. I was home with our 1.5-year-old, and our daughter was at her other dad's for the weekend. Because remember, they were only together for 3 years. So they do share a kid together, but the other kid. Let's do some math. So when my boyfriend and Bones got home, she was so excited to see me, and I felt happy because I did miss the dog. She immediately knocked down my son and snarled at him. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. And speaking of court and Judge Judy ass shit, I would board that dog up in boarding, get a ticket for the boarding, and then I would send his brother a fucking invoice. And if you don't pay that invoice, we going to court. Because what the fuck? You knew I had children in this house. Wow. Wow. You knocked the baby over. I looked at my boyfriend and said, what the fuck? Really? And then she ran up on my son again and knocked him down again. Tribe, I was furious. My boyfriend was just standing there looking dumb. And I told him she was going to have to go if she kept acting like my baby was prey. Luckily, she stopped acting crazy to my son. We thought she was just wound up from the flight. That would make me be paranoid, because if they're already associating your son as being too big and he's only 1.5 years, your daughter is 6. Like, and I've gotten mauled by a dog before. Like, I have stitches like all up and down my arms from when I was mauled by a dog at your daughter's age. Like, when these animals have been abused, they can't differentiate. I would not have had that, girl. I'm sorry. Like, I would have just told my man, look, when I met that dog, we were in like a different space. It was like on some bachelor stuff. Like, I was meeting you where you were at in life. That it was different. This is fucking crazy. That Monday, I picked up my daughter from school and we went back home, and Bones was in her cage. I carefully let her out, and she was leashed, to introduce her to my daughter. And that is when shit got real. I wouldn't even have done that, bruh. Bones was excited, let my daughter pet her. We were all about to go outside when Bones growled at my daughter, showing her teeth, ran up on her, ripped her sleeve, and gave her a level 3A bite. Hold on. What? That's crazy. That same thing happened to me. That is crazy. Canine bite levels. 3A. Skin punctures, single bite. Oh, so there's levels to this shit? Well, damn, what did I have? A level 80? Shit. Damn, I had a level 5. Yeah, bruh. So, level 1 is a pre-bite. That's like when they snip at you, they don't make contact. Level 2 is they might on you, but it doesn't, their teeth doesn't puncture the skin. A level 3 is there is a skin puncture, but it's a single boop, boom. It's very shallow. You know, it doesn't usually happen more than once. Like you just get a, at most, but it's not that very deep. That's what her baby got. Level 4 is when you get a single deep wound. Okay? It's the length of the canine tooth. Deep. Okay? What I got when I was 4, 5, 6 years old was a level 5. Multiple bites, deep punctures, and basically they can't stop. Like what they said is the dogs are just so like living in fear, because you got to remember this is an abuse reaction for the dog. Like it's not the baby's fault. Something happened to the dog. The dog itself is so scared and in high arousal that they get stuck in that mode and they just continue to bite with their fucking canines. That's what happened to me. Level 6 is death. The dog mauled them to death. So level 5 and 4, you're getting stitches. Like you're going to the hospital. There's no way around it. There's a hospital bill. 4 and 5, you're getting stitches. And they're going to be marked for the rest of their life. And when you know what, when your baby, just let them know, bro, that shit, you know, some people thinks it looks like different things. Like I've had people come up to me and be like, have you ever gotten shot? No. You know, you can make up little cool stories. Just tell them that. And then like when they do ask, it's like, yeah, I got bit by a dog, bro. But yeah, I see someone in the chat saying they may have to put the dog down. The dog that gave me my level 5 bite, and they said usually level 5s have already bitten someone in the past. They did do that. And then after me, the owner did not want to put them down. They did go on to bite someone else again and gave them another level 5 bite. And they got put down. Oh my God. I had to pull the dog off of my kid and console my daughter and clean her wound. So a level 3 bite, it is a puncture. It does puncture the skin, but it was just a 1, you know, 3A, because there's a difference between 3A and 3B. 3A is when the dog bites once, skin puncture. 3B is if the dog goes boop, boop, you know. That's still not something not to freak out about, but I'm just saying. She's saying that it did break the skin, but it wasn't as bad as it could be. Thankfully, dogs have to get shots before flying on planes, and I had antibiotics on hand for my daughter. The kicker is that no kennel would take her for another 2 weeks until she got her boosters. And after this situation, brother informed boyfriend that he is going to possibly put the dog down because he already bit 2 other people. Why did he not mention this before we brought the dog around our kids? Because he was desperate and he didn't want to pay for no boarding. I don't like his brother. That's some fuck shit. And then his brother is playing off of his brother's emotions of like, that's our family. That's our dog. Like, nah, bro. Now, the 2 weeks is almost up, and I'm praying a kennel will take her right after she gets her boosters. I just now came home from work and picking up my son and had to clean up her throw up that was in the kennel and wash her up. Oh, my God. I need to vent and say, never let a man guilt you or doubt your intuition about a situation. Oh, big period. Big period. Like, when it's something serious, I will interject. But I'm not going to lie. As a woman, I like having my internal I told you so moments and just like watch them do them and then tell me like, nah, I should have did it your way. But yes, some things, like I said with that pathological lying shit, you should never see how far it goes. Like, no. This is the last time I let any of that shit happen. Regardless of if Bones is family, I think our actual human family and kids' safety is more important than a dog. That wasn't even my responsibility to begin with. I love the dog too, but I love my kids more. And brother has a bad habit of not getting his shit together at everyone else's expense. Hope this isn't too long. I tried not to have unnecessary detail. Bye. Here are pics of Bones, me, my boyfriend, and my kids. Oh, look at the baby's birthday party. My girl said, I know that's right. Let me stop. Okay, how can I word this? I guess I'm just gonna say it just how I was about to say it out loud. Because I'm not meaning no disrespect. Y'all ever went to school, and then you like befriend a really cool white girl, and you're like, damn, you a real cool white girl. And then they do like parent teacher conference, and then she has like a whole black sibling. That's them, bro. She was like, look, I have my white child, and then I got my little brown baby. Your babies are so cute. Both of them do like favor. They got the same mama. But they do favor. And that's your man. Your man look like he could be my man cousin. That's so funny. Like he's the same font as Daniel. Oh, but he's tripping when it comes to that dog shit though. Like he's tripping. Like I know the whole dad shit is new to him. Y'all just had the kid and everything. But like fur babies, real babies. Like I get when we have our kids, we do have to show our fur babies that they are still loved so they don't feel all territorial and shit. But like realistically, that's a no-go. And I really hope that you guys continue. My only advice, not from a parent, but as a victim of childhood animal wrangling, because that's what it is. They literally get you and just wrangle your ass, bro. Like my advice to you, take her to petting zoos, take her around other dogs so that she doesn't associate dogs specifically with that, or he. Sorry, I just realized your little baby's a boy with his little baby Yoda hat on. He looks so cute. But yeah, I would, for their sake, just keep them around show them other dogs, like kind dogs. Let them go to petting zoos, let them pet so they understand, and explain to them like that animal was hurt and we should have never had that animal around you, period. Like, because me personally, again, I'm not a mom, I feel like there's an age limit for introducing kids to animals because they don't know. I know I only got wrangled because I didn't properly know how to pet animals and stuff. I just know teddy bears, so I'm grabbing the dog and shit. So yeah, this was a L move on his part. And I'm not saying you should say F that man, but I can't help it because there's a part of me where it's like trust is major in a relationship. Trust is very, very major. And like, I'm not trying to like say too much without saying too much, but when you said don't doubt your intuition about a situation, this is the last time I let that shit happen. That lets me know that you can't trust him for real, like with those type of decisions, because he made a shitty ass decision. I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. The dog's already aggressive. Because I know I be seeing videos of people online. They have their baby and they're like, hey, and they let the dog smell the baby or the cat smell the baby. And like, that's cool. But like you said, if you know this dog has a history, this ain't the place. But I want to know, did your man know that the brother knew? Okay. How did you find out the dog bit people? Did the brother tell you and your man after the fact? Like, oh, yeah, he's bit a few people before. Or did your man already know that the dog had bit a few people and was like, no, we need to keep her in the family. We need to save her, Kids first over everything. Kids first over fucking everything. And I would send that brother an invoice and take his ass to court. I would probably even sue him for the medical bills. I don't know. But then again, you kind of can't because you agreed to do it. I'm just like, does he not feel bad that his nephew got fucked up? I don't know, y'all. Let me know. What would y'all do? Because I don't like telling people leave that man, especially y'all. The baby is barely old. Like, the baby is like 2. And then she has a 6-year-old. And I'm sure the 6-year-old is just now adjusting to having a dad and stuff. Like, I did see the 6-year-old's daddy in that big birthday picture, though. Like, don't get me wrong. I get it. She probably does have her biological father in her life. But having a man in the house is way different. And, we don't want to break no homes up, we don't want to break no homes up, but safety is number one. We can't be making those type of shitty ass decisions when it comes to them. Like, safety is number one when it comes to the babies. But that is all I got today for you guys. Make sure you leave some advice in the comments below for all the stories that I read today. Thank you guys so much for being in the chat. There are so many of you in here today. I am so grateful because I did just do this a little last minute yesterday. I was like, oh, let me get on live. So I'm glad that you guys are here. Make sure you like this video on the way out. And if you want your story read on my channel, please email me at tribetea@shopvoodoochild.com. It'll be in the description. If you guys are bored, make sure you go and look at my vlog channel. I have my whole vlog wedding series and everything. If you just got here, you need something to watch, I'm sorry, go watch my vlog channel. And there will be a memoir review. I'm finally gonna drop it next week. It's been filmed forever. I've just been trying to, get back in the schedule on this channel because this channel's my baby. I gotta come back on here at least once, twice a week. We can't do them like that, right? But that's all I got today. Thank you to everyone who sent in a story too. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I guarantee you are helping somebody out there. I guarantee you. And that is all I have for you. Please stay safe. It is Cinco de Mayo weekend. Please stay safe out there, guys. Do not Cinco to Drinko too hard, okay? Yes. Make sure you leave your advice in the comments because I see y'all leaving some really good advice in the chat. Make sure if you can't copy and paste, put it in there because somebody might need it. I will see you guys later. Peace.